Welcome to Petty Details, where the crew gallivants down a tree-lined lane of conversation on all kinds of different subjects. Join the crew as they jump in the Wayback Machine in the quest for nuggets of knowledge. Our journey will allegedly drop some petty details on you that you didn't know you needed to know until now. Hello, crew. Welcome to Petty Details. I've got
Hi.
Kim and Monica.
Hello. What's up?
Hello, friends and neighbors.
Would you be my neighbor?
Yes. We have a very fun episode today that is close to Cam's
Woohoo.
heart.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
So
I'm just
Cam
emoting.
Yeah.
So Cam is going to tell us some stuff about it. Fill in the details that I don't know, the petty details that I don't know. Are you ready for
Oh,
this, Cam?
okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know, so I'm hoping I have pretty details for it.
All right, so let's talk about one of the best tennis players in the business and just an all-around good person, Billie Jean
Okay.
King.
All right.
Yes.
hmm
Awesome, awesome.
Yes. So, Billie Jean, born November 1943 in Long Beach,
Mm.
California. Her dad was a
Okay.
firefighter and her mom was a swimmer.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
okay.
Yeah. But first petty detail here, her dad tried
Hmm.
out for the NBA before becoming a firefighter. So Billie Jean came to her athletic ability
Okay,
pretty
so
naturally.
Right.
I was gonna say
Passed down.
athleticism runs in the family.
It does. Yes. So she started off with basketball.
Mm.
And then she went to softball.
Hmm.
And I think she's just pretty good at everything.
Right.
But at 10 years old, she played shortstop on a team that won the city championship.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness.
hmm And then she started playing
Yeah,
tennis in the
she's
fifth grade.
Nice. It's
like
it's
she was just that kid.
Yeah.
it's good to like start at a younger age, especially I mean with anything obviously, but like tennis, I find that like I only started in high school, so um it was kind of like, I mean, you're just learning it basically.
Yeah.
But if you really have that from like a young, like the younger you are, the more stuff you do, the younger you are, like it really is solidified in your brain the older you get
Oh,
of
it's more
like
like
muscle memory
natural
and
as
all
you,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, it helps a lot, trust, because they had some people that were like, "Yeah,
I could
I've played tennis since I came out of the womb," and I was like,
I
"Oh, okay, that's cool." I was like, "That explains, yeah, that explains
was gonna
you
say that makes sense with the
lobbing the ball
muscle
at me."
memory and the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So, as we were talking about the athletic ability running in the family,
Mm.
another petty detail here, her brother is Randy Moffat, who pitched for the MLB for 11 years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was on the San Francisco Giants from 72 to 81, the Houston Astros in 1982, and the Toronto Blue Jays in 1983.
Wow.
hmm
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a whole family
I
affair.
was
Sports,
gonna
sports,
say
sports.
Yeah.
athleticism definitely runs in the family.
Yep. All right. So she found that she really liked tennis and she bought a
Mm,
racket with her own money that she
not
got from
cheap.
doing odd
Okay.
jobs. Yeah. How much are
Yeah.
they?
Um, I mean, I haven't bought one in a while. I still have my trusty old racket, but the one that when I got mine, it was like 100 and so. It's a little over $100. It's not super cheap. I'm
Okay.
sure they were cheaper back then, obviously, but I mean, relatively money wise, I don't know
Uh,
how. I'm sure it's the
Right.
same.
Pretty close.
yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say I'm sure they aren't super cheap
Yeah.
regardless.
Yeah.
But she was always kind of a little bit of a rebel,
Mm.
which is what we like around here. Um,
Heck yeah.
and she didn't want to conform to this like girls can't do this or that kind of thing. And in
Right.
Okay.
1955, she was barred from taking a group picture with the junior tennis players because she was wearing shorts and not a skirt.
Bruh.
Scandal.
Scandal, yes.
All right, and then what if I wanted to
I
wear a
mean,
skirt
ridiculous reason,
when
but
I played?
scandal.
Nope.
I couldn't
You're
take a
banned
picture?
too. You're
Oh,
banned too.
Yep.
that's terrible. Terrible.
Uh, but she doesn't let this get her down. She just keeps getting better. And in 1958, she won her first Southern California championship.
Nice.
So she's
Okay.
what, 16? No, 15?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. And by 1959, she turned pro. So she is 16.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
She's like, watch me just
That's
dominate
right.
Right,
As
right.
Cam's starting out,
everything.
she's like
Yeah,
going
yeah.
pro.
Like I'm a champion. Like, okay.
That's right. Yeah, she's a pro. She's teaching you.
Yeah.
So
Bro, I wish that would have been so cool.
that would have been awesome.
We had like a side
Yeah.
coach to teach us. They didn't know anything, hardly anything about tennis. Like someone's dad, bro, that just taught us. That's it.
Yep, you could have had Billie Jean King.
Right.
But she was coached by a lady named Alice Marble. And we're going to take a little bit of a tangent here.
Okay.
Alice Marble was
Okay.
another badass of tennis.
Mm.
She was ranked #1 in the world in 1939. She won
Wow.
18
Wow.
Grand Slam championships. And a petty detail here that is very cool, she was an associate editor for DC Comics on the Wonder Woman comic.
Yo,
Okay.
I love
That's
comics. I especially love DC.
badass.
That's awesome.
Right?
Yeah. That
That's
is really
amazing.
fucking cool.
Yeah. So, but under Alice, Billie Jean goes ham at these tournaments. In 1961, she won the women's Wimbledon doubles title with Karen Hans Sussman. Petty detail here, they were the youngest pair to
Okay.
win.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
Oh wow.
There you
And Billie Jean married Larry W. King in 1965. He is not the TV host.
go.
Um,
Larry King.
yeah. Um, but she met him at California State, where he had played tennis on the men's team.
Okay.
And Larry was like
Okay.
really helpful to Billie Jean in later years. He was an attorney. He helped create the Women's Pro Tour.
Nice.
He helped Billie
Oh
Jean
wow.
co-found and publish the Women's Sports magazine in 1974.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Awesome.
Petty detail here, Larry also invented the smokeless ashtray in 1976.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
I
All
love it.
right.
Such
Inventive.
such a 70s thing, right?
Right?
All
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
right.
It absolutely is.
All right, but back to Billie Jean. She just keeps on winning. 1966, she got her first singles championship at Wimbledon. She won again in 77. No, I'm sorry. 1966, she got her first singles championship at Wimbledon. She won again in 67 and 68.
Nice.
She
Damn,
also
she's just
won, yeah,
Okay.
she was just
hitting.
kicking ass. Yeah. She also won the
Yeah.
Right.
US Open Singles Championship and the Australian Open Singles in 1967 and 68.
Mm.
So
Wow.
she was so
That's
good. Like you think that's
Yeah.
good. She was ranked #1 in the world of women's tennis in 1966, again in
wow.
1968, again in 1971, 1972, and 1974.
I need to see these
Wow.
plaques. I'm
So like
sure it's
just
like all stacked on her
right.
wall.
Right?
It's yeah.
The walls falling
Well,
down
and
from the
yeah,
weight of the plaques.
Right, right.
yeah. But that's like the entire world. Like she's the best in the world,
In the
not even just the
world.
best in the nation or the country. Like just
Right.
the entire world.
Yep. So
Damn.
you will remember our Selena episode where she dominated the Tejano Awards. That is
Hmm.
Hey,
how
true.
Billie
Good point.
Jean King was in tennis.
The Selena of
Yes.
tennis.
Yeah, she's a Selena of tennis. So she was known for her quote fierce backhand and quote lightning fast
Mm.
speed.
Yep. Yeah.
So
You gotta
Okay.
have good. You gotta like be ready to move wherever you
yeah,
need to go.
yeah, she was
As
pretty
soon as you hit
ready.
that ball, you gotta be analytical of where you need to go next.
I have never played
Yeah.
tennis ever in my entire life.
It's
I've,
so fun.
is
Like
it?
Really.
just yeah, just like leisure play is just really, really fun.
Hmm.
And then obviously like playing for points is fun too, but just like to just go out and just play one afternoon is just nice.
Well, when we get our compound,
Hmm.
Monica, we will add a tennis court.
Yes.
Yes.
We'll make sure we'll have a tennis court.
That's
Right
right.
next to the lazy
I'm trying to
river.
remember the last time I picked up a tennis racket.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, 100%.
You played, Monica?
I'm trying to remember the last time I picked up a tennis racket. In high school,
Oh, I did
like
not know that.
when we did P no, when we did PE, we had to do different sports each
Yeah.
quarter, and tennis was one
Oh.
of those sports that we had to play tennis in high school. I
Um,
did not play on the team. There was no way I was joining the team.
yeah.
Um,
I
My high
took
school
in
wasn't
but
expensive enough for tennis. We had badminton.
nice. Hey,
Uh,
close.
uh,
You know,
wait a
I remember
second.
when we did
Wait a
badminton
second. You
in
went to high
gym.
school here.
yeah, I went to Manzano though.
They didn't have a tennis team?
I don't
How
think
did
so.
Valley have a tennis team, but Monsanto
I don't
didn't?
know.
Dang.
All right. Interesting. That's
They
weird.
might have had a tennis team. I never knew anybody on it. I've never heard of it. And I can guarantee you they didn't let us play it
Okay.
in gym or anything. So, mhm.
In
Interesting.
college, I took a class, like a tennis intro class. I mean, I already knew how to play tennis, but I was like, it's a free credit, and like
Right.
I'll get like I wanted to do like an activity
Okay.
class, basically. Um, and so I took it, and then of course COVID happened in March, and half of the class was watch this YouTube video,
Oh,
take notes, and do a quiz. And I was like, no, I was like, I wanted to play tennis
Uh,
all spring.
right? You're
Why
like,
would you
this is
do this
not what
to
I
me?
I was
wanted.
gonna say your
Literally.
I was gonna say
Oh,
your easy class turned into
yep.
yeah.
I took
The history of tennis rather than
Right.
tennis.
no, for real. It was like teaching you how to do certain like shots and stuff like that. And I was like, this is good because like it's good to know. But I'm also like, I'm not
It's not what you
outside playing
wanted.
tennis all day. Right, right.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, fun fact, I took that one and I took the previous semester I took intro to hip hop. So
What? They
I
didn't
took a
have
hip
any
hop
of these
class.
classes when I was in college. What the hell?
Yeah, yeah. I had like I had like extra classes. Well, I think the hip hop one was my um like sport one, like at my sport credit. And
What?
then after that it was just like, oh, I have an extra credit this semester. I can take like a fun class basically.
Okay, hold on. Was
So
it
Oh,
hip
like
hop
all your
like the
electives.
music or the dance?
it was but it was oh, I was dancing. Hip hop dance
Oh,
class.
okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
like, how
No,
does
I
hip hop
wasn't
music?
rapping. No. No, no.
I was like, how does
No.
that equal sports? I don't understand.
No, no, I was dancing hip hop. Yeah, in like group, I was doing group hip hop dance. So
Please tell me that there's video of this somewhere that we can see.
I do have a mix of my final, um, because
Yes.
we had like a group dance thing.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we're
Um,
gonna need to see this.
it will be sent
Yeah,
amongst
absolutely.
us three. It will not be posted to the YouTube channel.
It
That's
won't be
exclusive
posted
footage.
at the end of this episode.
Absolutely not, and I will not send it to you guys until this video is posted
Oh
to assure
man.
that. Oh. It was
Uh,
fun though. I had a really good
Uh,
time.
you know what though?
I was like the only guy. There was like me and maybe one other guy. Everybody else was
Okay.
like
huh.
chicks. So it was like girls from the dance line or just like girls who
Yeah.
were like forgot what they I like nursing kind of if nursing had
Okay.
extra time. Yeah. They usually didn't. There was like a few, but
Okay.
So I'm gonna
and
say
then there
for
was just me and
Yeah.
computer
1999,
science.
if you want to send us money, we will send you the video of Cam.
Yes. For the low, low fee of
That's
1999.
right.
1999.
We're gonna
Not
pimp Cam
that
out.
Or
that's crazy.
do you want three easy payments of 1999? What's going on?
Yeah, yeah, let's do some
There we
installments,
go.
okay? Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I'm gonna ship
uh,
the video overseas and then it's gonna come back and we're gonna have to pay more. It'll be
that's right.
fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
There
All
you
It'll be
go.
fine.
right. So, speaking of money, Billie Jean King, she's winning pretty good prize money. Okay. She was the
Hmm.
first
Okay.
woman to earn over $100,000 in prize money in 1971.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you
But
question, do you get taxed on prize money?
yeah. You get
Okay.
taxed on everything.
Tax on
Mhm.
anything. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That sucks because you don't
Anything
actually, you're like
deemed as
$100,000.
income.
You're like, eh.
Yeah, you look at somebody for $1 and you get taxed on it.
Uh-huh.
All
Pretty
right.
much.
So, here's the problem though. She got $15,000 less than the men's champion at the US Open in 1972.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Ripped off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
what is
Ripped
that?
off.
What was the thing? It's like 70 cents to the dollar or something like that.
mm,
Isn't that a yeah, that's a thing.
yeah.
That's
Mhm.
crazy.
She
That's
was not
insane.
having that though. So
No, yeah,
she started to
amazing.
work on getting equal prize money for both men and women.
Right.
And petty detail here, the US Open was the
Mm.
first major tournament to offer equal prize money.
Oh, awesome.
Mhm. And in 1973, she
Wow.
formed and was the first president of the Women's Tennis Association.
Amazing.
Hmm. But
Okay.
1973 really like thrusts her into the public spotlight to everyday people, even people who didn't watch tennis.
Hmm.
Um, so another tangent. There's this dude, Bobby Riggs.
Okay.
I
Okay.
swear to God, this guy looks just like Austin Powers.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
For real.
Nice.
Love Austin Powers.
And he was a top ranked player in the 1930s and 40s. He was ranked number one in the world in 1939, but by 1973, he's a 55-year-old who's decided to run his mouth.
Oh.
Oh,
So,
lovely.
Bobby's issue is that men and women don't need equal pay for tournaments.
Ugh.
And why this
Okay.
bothered him 22 years after he retired, we're going to get to
Like,
that.
for real.
Yeah,
Like, why do you care?
right. So this leads to him
Yeah.
running his mouth about, quote, how women belong in the bedroom and kitchen
Oh
in
no.
that order.
Ew!
That's a quote.
No! I
Yes.
can't. I want to strangle people like this.
Oh.
Okay. Sorry. Off, thought, not a fact.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, no, screw that. Fact. I'm putting it down. I'm done.
So Bobby starts challenging women's tennis players, and he starts with Billie Jean King, first in the world, right? And she's the voice of this equal pay thing,
Right.
right? Billie Jean
Hmm.
blows him off.
Yeah.
She's not about this life. So
Yeah.
Bobby turns his sights on a badass from Australia named
Oh.
Margaret Court.
Okay.
Hmm.
And by 1973, Court has completed the first.
Also, great that your last name's Court.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's great, right?
Yeah.
What else you gotta do
It's
with
like
your
meant to
life?
be.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So by 1973, she has completed the first singles Grand Slam sweep of all
Mm.
four majors in 1 year
Wow.
Wow.
and has 22 major crowns in singles.
No way.
Hmm.
Whoa.
Yeah. So Court is
Also, I would want them to be actual crowns.
they
Like
should
I
be
want like
actual crowns.
yeah.
Well, same.
Hmm. Yep.
I
So
would expect nothing less.
Oh,
I'd be
yeah.
like, so you're giving me a crown, right?
Yeah, I want a real crown.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
All right,
Yeah.
Oh
so
my gosh, one crown
Absolutely.
with like 12 mini crowns over it.
oh, that would be cool.
Oh, okay,
That's
I'm
it. We
designing
got to
it.
make one.
Yep.
All right, so
Petty details crown.
petty detail here. Court is the only woman to have completed two Grand Slam box sets, which are singles, doubles, and mixed doubles.
Wow.
Hmm.
Nice.
Wow.
But Court accepts this challenge,
Mm-hmm.
not because she wants to defend women's rights, but for
Right.
the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's like,
Okay.
cool, this is just an exhibition match with some old man, and I'm badass. So she tells
Mhm.
Riggs that she'll do it if he raises the prize money. And of course, Riggs keeps
Okay.
running his mouth all the
Mm-hmm.
way up to the match on Mother's Day in 1973.
Dude, on Mother's Day is
Okay.
crazy for you to be
Yeah,
like, men are better than women. It's like,
Yeah.
shut up.
yeah.
Like, for real.
Right.
So 3,500 people show up in Ramona, California.
Okay.
Petty detail here,
Okay.
this area is pretty remote, but it's down by San Diego.
Mm.
And this guy, Ray Watt, who is a real
Okay.
estate developer, was the main sponsor of the event. Why?
Mm.
because he owned a bunch of vacant lots down there.
Ah,
And he was hoping that the match, the
Ah,
celebs would see these lots and they would want to build homes.
right,
Spoiler
right.
alert, that
yeah.
didn't really happen.
No,
So you never heard
I'm
of
gonna
Ramona,
say,
California.
don't think it worked.
Mm-mm.
right.
Nope.
Um, so there were a few people who owned ranches down there.
Mm.
So it was kind of an affluent area-ish. There were a
Also,
couple of film,
Okay.
sorry.
Southern California in on Mother's Day, which is like middle of the summer, is it's
Hot.
hot.
Yeah,
Like
hot.
I can't imagine
Yeah.
Yeah.
sitting. I mean, sitting out in tennis, but like you gotta have like a visor or something, or like one of those little umbrellas.
Yeah, for real.
Just sit
Hmm.
with an umbrella.
hmm
Yeah.
So, down like in this area, there are a couple film producers that live down there,
Mm.
MLB players, but for the most part, the town is like agricultural with a median income in 2000 of $48,000.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh gosh.
oh God. Rural.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, 3,500 people
hmm
are live to watch this, and about 10 million are watching on TV.
Oh,
Oh wow.
awesome.
Okay.
Okay, petty detail to me, and this was really interesting to me, especially since we know what we know now.
hmm
You ready for this?
Yeah.
John Wayne, O.J. Simpson, and Bill Cosby all came to watch this match.
No.
No.
Weird, right?
That is
What?
Yeah.
that is very weird.
hmm
Are
Okay.
we on
Huh.
Seinfeld?
No.
What
Right.
what's happening?
Wait a
Right?
second. Huh. All right.
Yeah. The only one we're missing is Weinstein, right? Although
Oh
okay, I'm gonna
no.
put it out there. I don't think John Wayne was any kind of an asshole. I don't think he's included in that asshole realm.
In that group.
Uh,
Yes.
maybe not on the same
I
level.
heard, I heard I
I
have
don't
I
read
know.
don't
he
know.
had
Yeah.
a temper, but I mean beyond that I don't really
Yeah,
know
I
because I
don't. He
but
wasn't on the same
I
level as Bill and OJ. I'll say
okay.
that.
Right,
Right.
right.
Gotcha.
I just thought it was cool that he was there. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
That is cool.
but the match is pretty bad. Court couldn't figure out
Yikes.
Riggs' style, and this threw
Mm.
her off her concentration and her confidence, and Riggs crushed her.
Oh.
No.
Yeah. She said later, quote, I didn't expect so many soft shots. We girls don't play like that.
Oh, yes. You hit like a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very
Right.
that.
But the rumors later were that she didn't care much like about the match because it was just an exhibition in her mind, so she didn't like
Right. She
prepare
was
for
looking, she
it.
got the money
Yeah.
either way, yeah, to play.
But she didn't realize until she was there what this like really meant for women's tennis.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Ugh.
but of course, this just makes Bobby Riggs run his mouth even more.
Of
Yeah.
course it does.
Yeah, it doesn't
You gave a
help
guy
that
with a big ego a win. Yeah, good luck with
Mhm.
that.
Yeah, so it
Mm.
doesn't help that Sports Illustrated put him on the cover, calling the match the Mother's Day Massacre.
I hate
Oh
that.
gosh.
I hate it so much. I
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, he calls it
patriarchy
out.
be damned.
So again, he calls out Billie Jean, and he offers her $100,000 winner take all.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
But Billie Jean also has some other stuff rolling around in her head. Okay.
Mm,
So
Okay.
a coach had once told her that she would go far because she was ugly.
that's insane.
Fucked up. Yeah.
Right. That has nothing to do with
Yeah.
anything. Okay.
An
Ew.
LA Times reporter wrote, quote, King has never forgiven nature for the dirty trick it played on her in preventing her from being free safety for the Green Bay Packers.
Oh my God.
Oh my
What
gosh.
the nerve of some people
Oh,
is
Yeah.
absolutely
pe
crazy.
people are unhinged, I
Yeah.
swear.
Like,
Yeah. So,
mm-mm.
Oh.
guys are out there saying that tennis was too rough a life for women and they should settle down and get married with kids to be happier. They were saying that tennis defeminized women.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
Well,
I'm
interesting.
gonna let this wash
Just,
over me
it's
because
okay.
it's just like
Keep
yeah.
going. We're gonna
it's
keep
just
going.
like yeah. Oh
But this is
boy.
what's going on in Billie Jean's head, right? Margaret
Yeah.
Court, who's kind of a badass, just got her ass kicked.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
She's trying to fight for all this women's equality
Mm-hmm.
stuff,
Hmm.
and all
Yeah.
these people around her in her past and
Are
in
kicking
present
it.
are
Yeah.
kind of being jerks. So
Yeah.
this time, Billie Jean knows that somebody needs to take this dude down a peg.
Right.
Okay?
Mm.
Especially with his mouth. Things like, quote, she's a woman and they don't have the emotional stability to win. Oh, yeah. No, this guy was on one. So, the
Like
match,
Oh,
I if you hate women, just say it. Just like don't
right.
beat around the bush.
it's okay.
Just say. Just
It's
say
okay.
that you
It's okay. God damn it. So, the match is set for 4 months after the massacre,
Okay.
and will take place in Houston at the Astrodome.
hmm
Okay.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Because by this time, everybody wants to watch this match.
Right.
Oh, I
Over
bet.
30,000 people were in the dome,
hmm
and 90
Wow.
million people watched on TV. This
Holy
was
crap. Okay.
way bigger than the last match.
It was huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Um, Petty detail, this was the most watched tournament in pretty much ever.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
Hmm
Sounds like it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's a whole spectacle thing that didn't happen with the Riggs versus Court match.
Mm.
At a practice session, Riggs showed up with a t-shirt with holes cut out to show his nips and said it would look better on his opponent.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
She told him that he had crossed the
Oh.
line.
Yeah.
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 So for Billie
More than
Jean,
once already.
yeah. So for Billie Jean, Riggs comes out in a rickshaw that's carried by guys in togas. He's wearing a
These
they,
type of people
Yeah.
frustrate me so
it's
to
okay.
my
It's okay.
core. It's crazy.
Uh
I can't deal.
so it gets
Ugh.
worse. So
The
he's wearing
1970s alpha male is
okay,
crazy,
you're
insane.
imagining this, right? This is like
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Austin Powers coming out on a rickshaw.
Yes.
Okay. He's
Oh
wearing
my
a jacket
God.
that says Sugar Daddy.
No, no, no.
And
This
he
is
gives
Yep.
embarrassing.
and he gives her a lollipop when he gets to the court.
Ew.
God, the
Yeah.
performance
Ew.
and dramatics from this man
Yeah.
is astronomical.
So Billie Jean
Crazy.
isn't quite that gaudy, but she did give Riggs a live pig before the match.
Okay, okay. We're playing
I like
hardball.
it.
Tit
Yeah.
for
I
tat.
like it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, match starts. Bobby is still wearing his sugar daddy jacket,
God dang.
and she dominates him in 3 sets.
Right.
Like dominates.
Right.
And after the
Eats his
match,
lunch.
apparently he told her, quote, I underestimated you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he owned up to
Thank
the fact that
God.
he was running his mouth. Okay.
Yeah.
Right,
Okay,
right.
so now here's the thing. Was Billie Jean a better player at this time? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But there are also some very interesting conspiracy theories out there that kind of make
Oh, boy.
sense.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Let's hear him.
Okay, so some people say that the match was rigged.
Oh, gosh.
Riggs apparently
Of
was
course.
partying and not training in the time leading up to the match.
That's his
Okay, that's
fault.
his fault.
Nobody
Right, so,
else's.
but it
Yeah.
could go either way, right? It could be
Yeah.
because he's an asshole, or it could be
Right.
that he was trying to lose, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Mm.
And apparently, Rigg wasn't known before all of this as this chauvinistic asshole. He
Okay.
was, however, known as a gambler.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He even claimed that he had bet on his own triple triumph at Wimbledon in 1939.
Oh wow.
So there's no
Bet on himself.
reason
Okay.
why he wouldn't bet on this game, too.
True.
There was also a rumor that he owed a lot of gambling debts to the mafia
Ugh.
and that
Uh-oh.
he threw the match to erase that. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
yeah, depending on how bad the debt is, I could see that.
Right. Okay. And this is why I believe that this was rigged. And this is just a thought, not a fact here. Billie Jean and Bobby. Right, exactly. Billie Jean and Bobby became close friends after the match, and I somehow doubt that he would, if he was like that much of a chauvinist, that she would have actually been
Mhm.
friends with him.
Right. Hmm.
Huh. Okay.
So that's what
Interesting.
got it for me. I was like,
So was he like never a misogynistic asshole again, or
it
like after
doesn't seem
this?
like it.
Okay. So
Huh.
either he got put in
Yeah.
his place, or B, it's
It was a
show.
Right.
character he was playing.
But
Right.
the
Yeah.
thing is that he wasn't known for that beforehand either.
Right. Right. Right.
Okay.
It's not like he was like that in the 30s and 40s and everybody knew
Right.
he was like that.
Right. Hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
And just knowing like everything that Billie Jean stood for, I really just can't see her being friends with somebody like that if he was really like
Right.
that.
If he was, yeah.
Yeah. That would be, yeah, that'd be pretty hypocritical to
Right.
Yeah.
And
be
like,
friends with someone that, if that was his true persona, then
yeah.
I've showed it
And
earlier. Like
like,
his when
yeah,
in his actual career, he would have been like that.
exactly. And they were close friends for years, like decades kind of thing,
Okay.
Mm.
not just, hey,
Huh.
I'll call you once every 2 years kind of thing.
Right.
Yes.
So,
Interesting. Huh.
anyway, that is my conspiracy theory and other people's thrown in. But petty detail here. This wasn't the last Battle of the Sexes type match. Jimmy Connors and Martina
Okay.
Navratilova had a
Hmm.
match in 1992
Hmm.
for the Battle of the Champions, and
Nice.
Connors won
Hmm.
this one.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
So what did Billie Jean accomplish after this, right? Well, she retired in 1983.
Hmm.
She started the Women's Sports Foundation
Okay.
that gives girls access to sports. As we said before, her and Larry started the magazine and the Women's Pro Tour. In 2014, she founded the Billie Jean King Foundation, which is a nonprofit whose mission is an equitable future through sports, education, and activism.
Hmm.
She is also
Um,
part owner of the LA Dodgers with her partner.
That's amazing.
That's cool, right?
That's awesome.
Yeah. She
that is really
was,
cool.
yeah. She was inducted into the International Tennis Hall of Fame in 1987.
Hmm.
In 2006, she became the first woman to have a sports venue named after her.
Awesome.
It is the USTA Billie Jean King
Wow.
National Tennis Center in Flushing, New York, which is home of the US Open Grand Slam tournament.
Amazing.
Mhm.
Huh.
She
Grand
Love
Slam.
it.
received the 2009 Presidential Medal of Freedom. In 2019, she had a
Okay.
Long Beach library named after her.
Hmm.
And in
Oh wow.
2021, she received the Sports Illustrated Muhammad Ali Legacy Award.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Oh
I
wow.
think that Sports Illustrated kind of, made up for their
Right.
earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit.
They're
Yeah,
like, oh, oops.
right.
Oops.
Exactly. Yep. So there you
Took them a
go.
few years, but it's fine. They made up
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
so like 30 years, 40 years, that's fine. So there you go. That is the amazing life of Billie Jean King, who is still going strong.
Let's go.
Yeah.
That's
That's
amazing.
awesome. Good for
Yeah.
her. Yeah, seriously.
Yes. All right. So stay petty, my friends, but not as petty as Bobby Riggs.
Right.
Yes.
Go play some tennis.
That's right.
Exactly.
All right.
Right.
Bye.